Good morning, good afternoon, and maybe good night to all of my Lagos, Nigeria, Yugo Classic over there in Nigeria, to all our fans in Holland, Spain, everyone overseas, and also our guests here in the United States. It's been a while. Babvein House LLC. Well, like we having a 4th of July special, and this special, we all talking about health. Where everybody's eating their ribs and pork chops and putting everything on the grill. But what about some of the things that's going to help you? Those that are diabetics, those that may have gout or have complicated health issues. So when you get done doing all of that, guess what? We have a gift to you today. And that gift today is JDH2 molecular supplements that's going to be able to help you. This morning, good morning, Mr. Jason Hubbard. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Good morning to you and your audience. It's great to be here. Great to be a part of this platform, and we're ready to inform people on the importance of health. How health is really all we have, and if we can health, we can manage anything else.
And we also have on the phone, also with us, is Miss LaShondra Phobie. She's a guest. And Miss Phobie, tell us a little bit about your background and why is it so important for you to be here today? What do you want to talk to Mr. Herbert about?
Okay, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, I read a little bit about your product, and I've been having this issue with my right leg. It cramps up a lot. Maybe if I'm standing on it a long period of time, or once I sit down, my nerves get really, really tight. It's like they be talking to me, Um, I have cramps in the back of my leg, sometimes on the back of my thighs, and it's like my nerves have a pulse, like my leg be beating, and it's like my toes they tingle, and my leg will get numb to the point where it feels like I can't lift it up on my own.
Gotcha.
So, Mr. Herbert, tell us a little bit about how to address a user. How does your product actually help?
So we'll talk about the history behind molecular hydrogen. Molecular hydrogen is very common, actually. It's not really talked about in Western medicine, but molecular hydrogen is basically the hydrogen that we normally see on the periodic table that we learned about in science class. But just in general, molecular hydrogen is what we consider the father of all elements. So it's kind of the beginning of any other antioxidant, anything that inflames the body, which is why most disease is caused, right? It specializes in, like I said, anti-inflammatory, anything dealing with oxidative stress, which is what most nerve damage is a reflection of, right? Tumors, strokes, cancer. These are all byproduct of what we consider inflammation, right? And so when the body becomes inflamed through the meats that we eat, through the foods that most times we can't pronounce, then it looks for a way to release the stress that it's causing. And this is what has to happen in the event of bad eating, right? Nerve damage, cell damage. And this is what everything molecular hydrogen fight against, right? It fights against, for instance, most people that eat meat, um,
Mhm.
meat, any type of meat, you carry some type of uric acid, right? Uric acid naturally is not even digestible by the human body. So a lot of these toxins are just sitting, which is what molecular hydrogen attacks, which is what we know as free radicals. The most cytotoxic free radical on the planet is what we call the hydroxyl radical, right? It's more dangerous than cancer, and it just eats away at the body, right? So what molecular hydrogen does, it enters the mitochondria, right? Directly going through the cellular membrane. It doesn't have to go through any other transport chambers. And it goes straight to the mitochondria and starts to repair the cell. Because most times our cells die before we do. We are a reflection of our cells. And
Mhm.
cells. So when molecular hydrogen enters the body, right, through
Mhm.
two different forms, it can be through inhalation or through ingestion of water. So I've done both, research both. I have a level 3 certification in this field. Concerning what you were telling me about your condition, it's very simple. If, for instance, when you cut an apple open, the moment oxygen starts to hit that apple, starts to hit the proteins, the lipophilics, it starts to turn brown. It starts to spoil. This is what happens every time we breathe, right? We oxygen deteriorates naturally. It oxidizes the body. So anything that provides antioxidants, such as molecular hydrogen, it's the most bioavailable product on the planet, right? We normally get we normally get hydrogen when we ingest food, normal food like vegetables and fruit. But considering the conditions that we live in, the chemtrails, the Wi-Fi, the bad foods, a lot of that natural production is not happening. So JDH2 is a science-based product. Basically, um, this product, most of my clients, they take once a day on an empty stomach, and this is without change of diet. I've been, like I said, I've been studying health for a while, but this product right here is, I consider it to be the best on the market because we already have over 1,000 clinical trials on humans. Any disease you name, 9 times out of 10 is a byproduct of oxidative stress and inflammation. And we have proven, I have personal people that I know that have been healed from this product, along with plenty of other clinical trials from other references that I'm close with. So this is a product that I would advise not just people who are sick, but athletes, musicians, anybody that wants longevity when it comes to the temple that God gave them. I think this is of a benefit, and it gives a lot of people more energy naturally. Athletes, um, plenty of people that I know for a fact it has helped instantly, and it's really that simple. I don't believe in a miracle cure, but this is science based concerning the conditions that you be.
Mhm.
This would definitely be something that I would give a try.
What actually got you into science and got you into researching? Were you having any type of personal issues yourself, needing need something else other than a health supplement? Because some of us, like myself, take like the fiber,
Got you.
and then you take other type of medication to add in, like with the vitamin D. And being a woman, myself, I was diagnosed a year ago with fibromyalgia, which is a neurological, like you said, the stiff joints, with your legs, inflammation, tingling all over the body. And so there's no cure for it. Because I myself have been taking it, HDH2 for a month now, and I see total results from being in a wheelchair to a leg brace because my mobility was being affected. I was always in a fog, couldn't think, tired all the time. So drinking it with this still water, I know that it definitely worked. Miss LaShawn, is there any more questions that you wanted to ask, like pertaining to this something that you can see yourself trying or?
Oh yes, I this is something I would definitely give a try due to the circumstances. I don't know if it like has anything to do with age, but I'm 32 years old, and I'm not saying I shouldn't be feeling this way, but it's a constant thing that I've been dealing with for a while. I kind of just brushed it to the side, but I think as I've become older, like it's starting to affect me more, a little bit mentally, but not too bad. But it's definitely time to take charge of my health. Definitely.
Definitely. And I try to tell people most times these conditions don't happen overnight. So we really can't expect to get rid of them overnight. But most times one of my specialties is preventative maintenance, right? I believe we do this with our cars all the time when we get an oil change, right? Unfortunately, we don't do it with our bodies, but in a form of preventative maintenance, this will probably be your best bet because other outside conditions sometimes you can't control. You know, the ozone layer, the pollutions that are in the air, these are all reflections of the stress that happens when we breathe. So to counteract the conditions that we live in, this will probably be your best bet, along with moderate exercise, eating healthy, of course.
And if you take high blood pressure pills, anything like that, or you're diabetic, like I mentioned earlier, you're not suggesting to the viewers to stop taking a medication or stop seeing a doctor.
Right.
Is this just a health supplement to improve, to get better?
Exactly. Exactly. Um, this molecular hydrogen is actually approved in hospitals as well. So it's emerging medical gas, mainly studied right now in Japan. It's slowly making its way to Western medicine and Western health. Uh, but as far as just basic uh, healing, I mean, obesity, uh, which is a byproduct of oxidative stress, has been cured. Stroke, cancer, uh, thousands of them. It's been proven to improve all of the organs in the body. Um, and it's probably the most natural way for you to achieve the health that you want. I have some serious clinical trials that I'm working with clients personally. So this is something that I think, you know, anybody that's looking for basic nutrition should be taking. Um, Children can take it. You know, the form that I have is one of the few forms on the market because you can actually swallow the pill and take it with water. Most of these pills, you have to dissolve them into water first, which
Okay.
most times the hydrogen leaves the environment before it even gets in the body. So with the kind that I have, you can actually take it and swallow it like any other dissolvable pill, like an Advil or Tylenol, and the molecular hydrogen dissolves while it's in the body. So you're getting the maximum capacity for what this product can deliver.
Can you show us one of the actual pills, what it looks like? 'Cause some people may have a problem like me swallowing pills, and I found it very, very easy. Very small. It doesn't taste like medicine or anything.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's really small, but they come individually packaged, and like I said, you take one about the size of any other regular pill.
Like a dime.
Yeah, exactly.
Ms. Vaughn, we want to thank you for your time this morning, and definitely we will be posting at the end of the show on where you can actually go to actually purchase molecular hydrogen.
Definitely.
Thank you for your time, Ms. Vaughn.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.